Hello, and welcome to yet another session of Huddle Psychology with me, Rahul Nair. In our session last week, we talked about how to become more decisive in our work, in our relationships, and in life in general. We shared some quick strategies that you can implement to exercise your decisiveness muscle and become better at making decisive decisions, concrete, solid decisions. This time, in this session, we're going to talk about yet another interesting topic. Again, this time it's also focused on your workplace environment. Today, we are going to talk about how do we master workplace dynamics, how to thrive in any kind of team environment. So that's what we are going to talk about. And I'll share some strategies in terms of how we can thrive in any kind of team environment and how we can improve and generate a much better overall workplace dynamics. But before we get into all those strategies, let's figure out why and the what of workplace dynamics. Now, in your offices, in your workplace, have you ever struggled with dynamics? I mean, maybe there is some lack of communication, unresolved tensions, or maybe just a general feeling of disconnection in your office. Well, if you do, know that you're not at all alone in this. Workplace dynamics play a critical role in your happiness and in your success at workplace. And the good news is that they can be improved. They can be improved from where it is at the moment. So in this video, we'll cover the key elements of workplace dynamics. We'll explore why they matter, what workplace dynamics are, and then share some effective strategies to improve those dynamics. So let's begin with what and why. So how people interact. So what is workplace dynamics? Workplace dynamics basically and simply refers to how people interact and communicate and work together in workplace situations. So what is it? It is how people interact and communicate and work together in office, in workplaces, in organizations, and in teams. So it is basically the relationships, the energy, and all the collaboration that happens, that propels, that moves workplaces forward, that moves teams forward, or holds it back, as the case may be. So that is what workplace dynamics are all about. Now, according to Harvard Business Review, effective workplace dynamics lead to greater, higher productivity, job satisfaction, and innovation. Greater productivity, job satisfaction, and innovation. And poor dynamics lead to conflict and burnout and disengagement. So that's why workplace dynamics are so important, and that's why we are talking about it today. So now let's jump into 6 strategies. I'm going to share 6 strategies to improve workplace dynamics in your team or in your organization. Number 1, develop strong communication skills. So, first and foremost, communication is absolutely the foundation of healthy workplace dynamics. And I cannot stress that enough. Research from the Journal of Business Communications shows us that teams that are open and honest and have clear communication are up to 50% more effective than those that struggle with communication. So that's how important it is to build strong communication skills within your teams, within your organization. So that's number one strategy. Number two, embrace diversity. Now, diversity is talked about a lot, and I would like to add that diversity is not just about ticking boxes. It's far more important and far more nuanced than that. Diversity is actually a superpower for you as an organization and for you as a team. Now, studies done by McKinsey and Company, the blue chip consulting firm, reveal that they show that diverse teams are at least 35% more likely to outperform than teams that are not. They are likely to 35% outperform. They're likely to outperform by 35% over their competitors. Why? Straightforward. Because diversity brings in different perspectives, and different perspectives bring different creative solutions to the table. And that is why diversity is so valuable and important. More voices, different perspectives, greater creativity and imagination, better solutions. So that was point number two, embrace diversity. Point number three, constructive conflicts. Look, you can't have workplaces without conflict. Conflicts are inevitable. Wherever there are people working together, you're going to have differences of opinion. Conflicts are a natural result of working together, but they don't have to be destructive. Conflicts can be managed, constructively managed, so that when they are managed well, they can lead to better solutions, more informed solutions, more stronger relationships. So constructively managing conflicts can lead to better solutions and improved teamwork and trust and confidence and stronger relationships in your team and in your organization. So constructive conflicts are an important way to build a stronger workplace dynamics. Number four, build trust within your team. Trust is absolutely the glue that holds together your workplace dynamics. Without it, teams will struggle. We know that. Teams will struggle to collaborate, they will struggle to innovate because there is just not enough trust between team members. So, trust isn't built overnight. It's important for us to realize that trust isn't built overnight. It's earned through consistency, honesty, and reliability. That's how trust is built over a period of time. So it's important for us to keep in mind that the more trust we have in our teams and within our organization, the better the workplace dynamics are going to be. So that's building trust in teams. Number five, understand team roles and strengths. It's important for us to recognize that every team member brings something unique. Every team member is unique. They bring something unique in terms of skills and strengths to the table. So we need to recognize those strengths and leverage those strengths for effective workplace dynamics to take place. So we need to remember that each team member brings in something unique, and it's important for us to recognize those uniqueness in every team member and leverage those unique abilities and skills and strengths to empower workplace dynamics, to improve workplace dynamics. So number five, understand team roles and strengths. And finally, last but not the least, foster a positive working environment. This is so very important because positivity is contagious. A study from, again, American Psychological Association showed us that teams with positive workplace dynamics report much higher levels of employee engagement, better mental health, and improved performance. So, foster positive work environments, celebrate small wins, give people reward and recognition for the hard work they put in, validate their experiences, create an open environment for people to show and share their feelings, create psychological safety for people to voice their concerns. These are all important ways that we can bring positivity into our workplaces, into our team environments. So foster as much as possible, foster positive workplace environment. Yeah, so that was what workplace dynamics is all about in today's session. So we looked at what workplace dynamics is all about, why it is important, and then we looked at 6 proven strategies to improve workplace dynamics at your organization or your team. I'll just quickly go through them once again. Point number 1 was developing strong communication skills within your organization and within your team. Number 2, embrace as much diversity. It's not just ticking the boxes. Greater the diversity in your team, greater the diversity in your organization, the more diverse perspectives come to the table, which necessarily which implies better solutions, greater creativity and imagination, better solutions for your organization. Number 3, constructive conflicts. Conflicts are inevitable in any organization. We cannot avoid them, but they don't have to be destructive all the time. When conflicts are managed constructively and creatively, we end up building stronger relationships within workplaces. So that contributes to better and improved workplace dynamics. And number 4 was building trust within your team. Trust, as I mentioned, is the gel that holds together workplace dynamics. Greater the trust, greater the innovation and creativity within your teams and your organization. Number 5, understand that every individual within your team and your organization comes with something unique to offer. Their unique experiences, strengths, and skills, recognize them and leverage them so that there is greater cohesion and diversity of perspectives that contributes to improved solutions, creativity, imagination, innovation, and better coherent workplace dynamics. And then finally, foster positive work environment. Positivity is contagious. There are many ways you can improve positivity. Celebrate small wins, reward and recognize people for their work, create psychological safety within your organization so that people have an opportunity, people have a voice to raise concerns and issues that they are facing. All of these are ways that you can create a positive work environment, and that helps you improve workplace dynamics. So that is what this session was all about: workplace dynamics, what they are, why is it important, and the 6 strategies for you to improve the dynamics in your workplace. And like always, I want to end this session with another challenge. In the coming week, pick up 1 or 2 of these strategies and try and implement them in your workplace and see how it improves your workplace dynamics. And I'd be very interested to hear your stories. Please share your stories in the comments section below. And as always, you can go to our blog. This video session is going to be supported by a long form article in our blog, huddlepsychology.substack.com, where you'll find greater and more in-depth analysis of what workplace dynamics is all about, supported by references and suggested readings if you want to dig deeper into the subject matter of workplace dynamics. So, if you liked this session, please like and share this video and this channel with as many people in your circle as possible so that we can share all these insights with as many people as possible. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Huddle Psychology on YouTube, and also our Substack blog. Also, if there is anything that we covered today or in our previous sessions, and you want to talk about them on a one-to-one session basis, please feel free to write to me on my email address, rahul@huddlepsychology.com. I look forward to hearing from you and hearing your stories, and I will respond as quickly as I can, and I'll try and help you with the best of my abilities. So, until next time with a new topic, I hope you keep flourishing. Bye bye.